Both a little scared, neither one prepared. We're drinking the beast. Ah? Ah? Anyway, you get it. Welcome back to Weird Soda for Life. That's right. We are back. It's spooky season, and we are here with spooky drinks. And by spooky drinks, I mean things with spooky eyeballs. And if you're thinking, oh my god, does this look familiar? Specifically, oh my god, does this look familiar? You're right, we have had the beast before on channel of First Things First. Welcome back to Weird Soda for Life if I didn't introduce myself before. Um, but you're right, we had this flavor of the beast and it was god awful. We will not be doing that again, but I wanted to show you that version 2 of the beast has arrived. And what that means for us is that, well, we have to try it. Um, so just like last week, well, not last week, but just like the last time we tried it, that was almost, oh gosh, almost 18 months ago, if not a little over 18 months ago. Um, we tried, well, Mean Green, which again, never again. No. We tried Scary Berries, which was like their equivalent of like Ultra Red, and I remember really liking that. We did the Peach Perfect, which is not a spooky name, but it again equated to their peach flavoring, and then the White Haze, which was their equivalent of their, well, Ultra White one, and that was okay. All that being said, though, I'm sure you're hearing me tell you all this and going, you sound like you didn't like it all that much, so why are you back again? And the answer is you. And also my love of Monster energy drinks. So, and especially since two of my favorite flavors are the Ultra Sunrise and the Ultra Violet. And in this pack, we have two of those flavors here, or at least their alcoholic equivalents. But a goodbye. We will be trying three different flavors today. We're going to start with the pink poison. Uh, this is the equivalent of Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red. That's a newer flavor, and the reason why I think this is the equivalent of that is because the Ultra Red or Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red has a pink can with this distinct blue like paneling, and we've tried the that particular monster on the channel. And this shares that similarity as well. So that's what makes me think that it's that. And again, I talked about Ultra Sunrise, which is their orange, and again, they just went a little um, not original, but hey, continuity is important. With Killer Sunrise, and finally, instead of Ultra Violet, we have Gnarly Grape. Um, I like the grape flavor, so I'm really hoping these all three taste pretty equivalent to their zero sugar counterparts. Again, all of those flavors are based on zero sugar Monster Energy drinks. With that, let's just get right into it. Pink Poison first. I did line these up in kind of, I don't want to say my favorites because I haven't had these before, but my favorite flavors based on like their non-sober, not sober, their non-drunk counterparts. So with that, Pink Poison first. Oh yeah, that smells a little grapefruity. Um, Look at it, it's pretty. It's like pink lemonade, only more alcoholic. Okay, yeah, that definitely smells like grapefruit, which is what the zero sugar Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red equates itself to. Um, yeah, that smells eerily similar to its zero alcohol version. With that, bottoms up. That was okay. Um, tasted very boozy, which I know you're like, but but Mrs. Weird, you're drinking alcohol, and you're right, and I hate you for that. But um, the previous versions of Monster didn't really taste like alcohol. They tasted very similar to their non-alcoholic equivalents. And so that this has such a strong, almost malted beverage taste, it reminds me a little bit of those Smirnoff ices from back in the day, is a little off-putting because of that, because it reminds you up front, hey, this is alcoholic, which is, eh, but it's not bad. I do really like these like grapefruit undertones. It's just really drowned out by this kind of malty, boozy flavor. Um, with that, let's try a killer sunrise. It's too bad they didn't call it like to killer sunrise. Uh, 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 you get it. Look, 2 puns for the price of one. All right. This looks like Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow. um, that's not as orange as I expected it to be, but it smells quite orangey. And again, it smells pretty dead on to its non-alcoholic equivalent. So let's ignore its color and try to taste it. I liked that a lot better. Now, there's still an undercurrent of alcohol in there, um, but the aggressively orange flavor of the drink really does a lot to tamp down some of that alcohol, like in your face. Um, Instead, you do get a little bit of that undertone, but it's really just tastes more like an orange soda with a little bit of a zing to it. And I'm here for that. That's incredibly pleasant. I would drink that again, orange coloring in the soda or not. Good on you. So we're 1.5 for 2 so far, and let's see if we go for the 3. Okay, gnarly grape. Look, sometimes we don't have the same size glasses for everything. This is gonna shock y'all. It smells like grape. Again, same as the first two. Smells like its non-alcoholic equivalent. Um, this smells very grape-like, um, and it looks kind of like the old school like Robitussin for kids. Bombs up. That's a little disappointing. Uh, so it suffers from the same problem as the pink poison does, which is yes, there is the flavor there of the monster. But whatever flavor concoction they've done has not drowned out the fact that I'm drinking a malted beverage, I believe. Wouldn't that be embarrassing if it wasn't a malt beverage? Not a because a malted beverage is something else. But I feel pretty confident, although it doesn't quite say it on the. Yep, malt beverage. See, nailed it. I guess. See, nailed it. Yeah, the grape and the grapefruit, um, don't really do enough to drown out the alcohol. Like, don't get me wrong. Excuse me. uh, don't get me wrong. I know I'm drinking alcohol. And in a way, that's a really good note to have. I think one of the problems that I had with, I believe the Hard Mountain Dew from a couple years ago was that it was so dangerously close to its non-alcoholic flavor that like it was dangerous. Like if you weren't paying attention and somebody poured a glass of it for you, that you would know that it was alcoholic, and then you could find yourself in a world of hurt if you weren't paying attention. So, to that extent, if we're looking for that, if we're looking for safety, both of the pink poison and the gnarly grape do a really good job of like giving you a flavor while also reminding you that your liver will hate you. Whereas the orange does a really good job of pretending it's orange soda. So take that for what it's worth. The first box was a little bit of a mixed bag too. Again, the mean green being awful, the white haze being eh, and the scary berry and the peach perfect being good. So I would treat this as a mixed bag as well. Um, it's I would drink these again. I mean specifically, I would drink the orange again, like in a heartbeat. The grape, I might make my way to. That might be a later in the evening beverage when I don't quite care how much it tastes like alcohol. And the same with this too. They're not bad. And if you do like the non-alcoholic monster drinks, you will enjoy these. You will probably just enjoy the orange one more just because it doesn't taste so much like alcohol. Still glad I tried it though, because we got to keep up on our continuity. It's season 2, baby, and we got to drink it. Um, Next week, though, speaking of seasons in season 2, um, Hard Mountain Dew, which I referenced earlier in the episode, is here in Michigan finally. It's been here for a few months, and look, it's getting colder, and I want to remember summer. So we are going to ride the Baja Blast wave. That's right, they have Baja Blast specific Hard Mountain Dew, and we will be trying all the flavors. Well, I take that back. Not the Baja one, because we had that before. And again, awful. But we will be trying its spin-offs next week on the channel. Until next time, drink weird, and if you want to get your beast on, I guess get some non-alcoholic monster and pour some booze in it, because that's kind of what this is right here. Um, See you next time.